Hello, everybody. This is the messages, both spiritual, psychic, tarot, and as well as oracle card messages for March 7th. It is Monday. Happy Monday. You guys made it through the weekend. Now you have this week to get some things done, to get caught up, to address things that you weren't able to address last week. So we're moving forward, and this month is going to fly by. I'll wait for a couple of you to get into the room. Meanwhile, I'll shuffle my cards a little bit more, just so that I knock out any old energy that the cards may have had in them. Let's find out if there's something new and exciting coming up. New and exciting for each sign. All right. Starting off with the sign of Aries. So Aries, you guys are struggling a bit. You got a little bit going on here. It feels like you're kind of feeling a little bit either tormented or up in your head. Some of you Aries are definitely overthinking today. Seems to be an adjustment period here for you. Aries, there's challenges, yes, but there's also answers. The answers are literally right in front of you. When you look at the Nine of Swords, sometimes with this card, worrying, that's pretty much sums it up. This card is talking about all you're doing is worrying. Some of you are worrying yourself anxious or making yourself ill. A lot of you are dealing with some emotional pain, some pain that was unexpected or unwanted. For some of you, this unhappiness that you're feeling, you got to pull yourself out of this. A lot of you depended on somebody else to create your happiness, and that's just not how it works. I know you don't want to hear that. I know a lot of you are stressing so much, which is leading to your sleepless nights. Some of you are isolating, keeping away from other people. But if you look at yourself, you're punishing yourself. Some of you really need to find a way to just get out there, to go explore life, enjoy life, take a ride, go to a restaurant or a diner or someplace that you've never eaten before. Go shopping in a store and look at things that you enjoyed looking at. Go to a zoo or a fish store or a pet store and look at the different animals that makes you happy. For some of you, you're feeling like you're just too far down the rabbit hole in order to claw out, like to claw your way out. You're making things very difficult for yourself. Aries, the only thing I can tell you is to either ask for help or start making different choices, which will give you a different outcome. Leo, you're worrying about something that's coming. You're stressing over something that doesn't really need to be stressed over. This is not your first rodeo. You're going to do fine. You're going to get yourself through it. All you have to do is keep yourself on track. Keep yourself in a straight routine. If you stick to a routine, you can't mess up. Leo, trust and believe. You can do this. You're definitely seeing how things were in the past from past choices, past decisions. You're looking back at it and you're like, I don't want that anymore. Then you need to stay on track. Make yourself a schedule. Stay on that routine. If you stay on that routine, you can't lose. Sagittarius. Wow, you got the Death card. But the Death card's not bad. The Death card is actually a blessing card. Why would I say that the Death card is a blessing card? Well, because that's how I see it. You know, this card rarely has anything to do with a physical death, so don't panic over that. It's more about a rebirth. A message telling you to let go of the past. Move on. Something better. To something better. This card also indicates that you're voluntarily going to make these changes, not being forced to. that you're voluntarily going to make these changes. For some people, they'll say this card means involuntarily, meaning that you wouldn't make the change and this shit's happening to you. But I don't see it that way. I see a lot of you Saggies making the necessary changes. Not wanting to, but you're doing it. You got to prepare yourself sometimes for the worst. But it doesn't mean to stay focused on the worst. It means to look to where you're trying to go. Look at the goal you're trying to reach. But I'll tell you, with this card, you can always expect the best outcome. Eventually, you will get the best outcome due to this sacrifice that you'll be making with these changes that need to be made. There's definitely a major transition happening where you have to walk away from your old life, your old behaviors, and start something new. That is complete for fire signs. Now we're on air signs. Gemini. You have the Chariot card. So Gemini, with the Chariot card, this card is, it's like it's got a message for you. It's talking about power through focused and deliberate action. It's talking about, even though you can't see the full path or even your destination in front of you, it's there. You got to take action. And the only way to learn more about yourself and your world is by doing that. You have to come to the greater understanding. For now, the way might not be crystal clear, and I get that. You might feel like, I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know what to do next. I don't know where I belong. I don't know what my purpose is, and I get it. I get your confidence is kind of down right now. But if you start with the first step, trying something new, taking a class, trying to get a certification, a degree, trying to change a different job, or perhaps train for a different job. Once you take this first step, you're going to be able to adjust your course along the way. You're definitely heading for something new. Don't be afraid of it. You've been stuck too long. It's time to make some changes. Libra. Either you're hanging around waiting for somebody, or somebody's hanging around watching you. Now, for some of you Libras, this is somebody who's around you, or their energy's around you, Libra, and they're missing you, they're wanting you, they're caring about you, they're thinking about you, they're angry at you, and they love you all at the same time. This person doesn't know what to do. This person feels like they've tried over and over and over. Or you, Libra, feel like you've tried over and over and over. And you keep messing things up, or you feel like you keep messing things up, or you feel like you're not good enough to be with that person. For some of you Libras, you're going back and forth, and you keep going to toxic things that aren't serving you or helping you to get out of a rut. Libra, you're finally going to screw your head on right. You're finally going to contact or reach out to somebody if you haven't already. Or they're going to reach out to you. One way or the other, a conversation is going to be had here. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of your shoulders. It's going to make you feel wanted again, needed again, and loved again. Just be patient, Libra. It's in the works. Just be patient, Libra. Aquarius. Aquarius, your card for today is the Page of Pentacles. So, Aquarius, you're focused on your money. You're looking at your money. You're wondering if this is all you have. Or you're being very careful because you're afraid you're going to spend your last dime. For some of you, you're wanting to know how to multiply this. You might be looking at investments. For some of you, there's definitely some changes coming about where your money is concerned. This also could be somebody who is very young, perhaps a student, or somebody who's studying every angle of a decision before they make their choice. So you're definitely contemplating something here. You're trying to make a choice or a decision, and you're waiting for some type of sign to show you which way to go. It will show itself. You will know. Fire signs and air signs completed. Now we're on water signs. Cancer. Cancer, you have the Hermit card. So Cancer, when you have the Hermit card, this card can feel like it's more about just you, or it could be a card about withdrawing. It also could be talking about you're faced right now with a really tough decision, something that's difficult, something that you really don't want to have to do. But you have all the answers within you that you need in order to go deep within yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to go deep within yourself to find the answers that you're looking for right now. Meditation might help you. You got to kind of take yourself away from the hassles and the stresses of the world right now and try to concentrate within. Your intuition is true. You can trust it. When you go within yourself, you're going to find the solutions that you've been looking for. You just got to take a minute and stop being so hyper, stop stressing, stop going back and forth, stop going crazy, stop going to all these other people for the answer, when the answer lies within you. Pisces. Pisces, you have the Six of Wands. You have the Six of Wands, Pisces, and with the Six of Wands, this card can feel almost as if you're kind of overcoming some kind of challenge that you've been through. Something's finally breaking. The pressure's finally coming off. You've earned a lot of respect from somebody from the choices and decisions that you've made. There is going to be victories and recognition. You've been putting in a lot of hard work, and it's being noticed. You've been acknowledged. The commitment and the leadership role that you took was very strong of you to do. For some of you, you decided you're not staying stuck no more, or you're not staying in that situation anymore, and you just decided to turn your head the other way and move forward. You know, people are kind of looking at you, wondering how you did this. What inspired you to be able to do this? Where did you get the strength from? Continue doing the work that brought you to this point. You can definitely take a deep breath and celebrate where you're at right now, because you've earned that. But keep going. Keep going, okay? Keep staying on the path you've been on. Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Ace of Swords. Scorpio, you have the Ace of Swords. When we talk about the Ace of Swords, you definitely have, with the Swords card, let me just say with the Swords itself, you might be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the swords are going to help you, Scorpio, to cut through the confusion, the lies, and the limiting beliefs. These swords can be used to attack, and they will allow you to defend your most cherished ideas. Now, when we talk about the Ace of Swords, you're going to cut through the truth. Somebody might come toward you, Scorpio, tell you things, but you're going to be able to, with these swords, you're going to be able to cut through their lies and see what the truth really is. This card, the Ace of Swords, is going to help you to take charge of a situation. One that you thought you had no strength over. One that you thought you had no control over. But when you combine new ideas with swift action, you're going to find success. Remember, a sword can cut both ways, okay? So this card can indicate the start of a new idea or challenge, or it can mean the start of a conflict or a problem. Not sure which way, For different Scorpios, it's going to be one and then the other. So hold tight, be prepared, and remember that sword can cut both ways. Capricorn, you have the Empress card. So Capricorn, where the Empress card is concerned, this card talks mostly about fertility. It can talk about abundance. It can talk about sensual pleasures. Capricorn, what are you doing? It can talk about birthing a new project, having an abundant garden. But gardens take work, right? You got to be prepared to plant these seeds. Tend to your garden and work for the harvest. And then this Empress shall provide the abundant harvest, but only with your desire, dedication, and work. But remember, the Empress only puts work in when you do. If you ignore something, the Empress will ignore it. If you go towards something and create an action and start working toward it, making a goal, making a plan, the Empress will help you. You may be looking to start or grow a creative project. The Empress loves creativity and artistic endeavors. So perhaps for some of you, maybe you're trying to do something to your home. Maybe you're trying to come up with a different pattern, a different layout, perhaps different color schemes. Whatever is going on in your life right now, that artistic side of you, that creative side, some of you may be building a business, starting your own project, whatever that is, the Empress is going to help you. The Empress loves to get involved with anything that has to do with creativity or your artistic way. Taurus, you have the Three of Pentacles, Taurus. Now for some of you Tauruses, the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, collaboration, building great things together. But no one gets to the top of their game alone. It's not only about you, Taurus, so you got to remember you need other people to help you get down the path that you're working on. It is time to learn your craft. Study up. Get better at it. Your skill and attention to detail will allow you to make your own luck, and you'll become an overnight success only after years of dedicated and deliberate practice. It's going to take some time, but you can do this. For some of you, you may expand your network, your sources of inspiration, which will help you to grow faster, farther, and towards your dreams. But remember, this card is going to remind you that teamwork is needed. So if you're trying to be just the winner of everything, if you're trying to be on top of everybody, you can't get there without the help from others. You can't. Virgo. Virgo, my friends, you have the Temperance card. So Virgo, where the Temperance card is concerned, oh, well, I know that for some of you, something might feel like it's boring, not happening, not moving as fast as you want it to. You might feel like you're kind of caught or stuck between two things. But you're being reminded with the Temperance card to be patient, go with the flow. You can't ever control a situation, but you can wait it out. You can't ever control other people, but you can be patient as they learn their own mistakes. Let them learn their mistakes by themselves. There are definitely rough and tough lessons to learn, and even tougher to put into practice. Renewal and rejuvenation are coming, so don't go too extreme or force something to happen. Don't try to force something. Wait for it. Be patient. Keep your focus on your values, and don't let yourself be thrown off track by other people, other influences, or your ego. So again, with this Temperance card, you have to accept things the way they are right now. Don't force anything to happen. Don't try to control people, people's thoughts, people's behaviors. Don't look for you in them. You won't find you in them. So that is today's messages for today's daily for Monday. I hope you enjoyed them, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.